Hey y'all, so for the first time in a while, I'm coming on and doing a video. Life has taken some crazy turns here lately. We find ourselves back in Idaho, um, due to some misguided choices. Um, we are back in my hometown of Idaho, and we were jobless there for a minute, but Brandy has secured himself a job and starts next week. I am still in the process of getting a job. I had an interview earlier in the week, and the decision on that should be done today. I'm hoping to get that call. In the meantime, we are living in our vehicle. um, Not ideal, but we're making it work. As soon as we get money, we'll be getting a hotel room. The problem is right now, we were kicked out of our living arrangement. We were living with a friend of mine, someone I called a sister, and she pretty much begged us to come and live with her and her new boyfriend and his family. But she didn't really give us the full information before we decided to pick up, pack up, and leave. He actually sent us his credit card to help us with the move up there, fully thinking that everything would be okay. As soon as we arrived, things started going downhill. This is back in January. We fought like hell all the way from January. So we moved in there on the 27th of January, and we left on the 20th of April. We'd had the kids enrolled in school, and everything else. We were hoping to be able to stay till the end of the school year there, but that clearly wasn't going to be a possibility. So I had let my mother know what was going on. We came down to Weiser. We were able to stay with my mom for a few days. And that situation just wasn't panning out well. There wasn't enough room in the house, and there's just too much going on there. So yeah, we've exhausted every possible resource that we can possibly think of. Gone through the health and welfare office. We've gone through all the different help offices that there are. Now it's just a matter of waiting until he gets his first paycheck so that we can move forward. It's a lot. It's a lot to think of, a lot to do. And I'm at my wit's end. Luckily, moving back to Weiser, the girls have established friendships here already. They've maintained a lot of their relationships with friends. And so Cassandra was able to go spend a couple nights with her best friend, which is a blessing. Brandy Jo will get to go spend the night with some of her friends here soon. And right now we're just working on different things, trying to, figure out some stuff. I've been posting like crazy on my Scentsy page, trying to get sales as much as possible. Right now, without having a living structure, we are parking at the park, one of the parks in town. We park here during the day. We're able to kind of clean up. I did have a godsend of a friend that was able to help me out with getting some laundry done. So the kids have clean clothes. We have food for the most part. we're kind of scraping by on that, but we're getting there. We spend most of our day in the park, but when Brandy goes to work next week, that's our biggest concern, is where we're gonna be at, because he'll be at work from 2 in the afternoon till 11 at night. Excuse me. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge during those hours of the day as to what we'll be able to do. I do have a lot of good friends, better people than than the person I thought was my friend. They are helping out a lot when they can. I'm thankful for the people that I didn't always see were right there, that have actually been there this whole time. I'm learning to let go. I've been posting a lot on my personal Facebook about maturity, and also dealing with narcissists, and also with people with borderline personality disorder, which used to be called multiple personality disorder. Over the last few months of actually living with this person that I called a friend and a sister, I've learned a lot. And I have to say that she is probably one of the most mentally unstable people I've ever been around. And this is coming from somebody that takes 2 mental health medications daily just so they can function. Yesterday we kind of took a break from things. Cassie's school is trying to get us some resources together to be able to get us a hotel. Right now, there is a hotel here in town, but we don't have the money to stay there at the moment. And until we're able to get income, it's just going to be a hardship. As soon as he starts getting paid, a lot of our problems will probably go away. We'll at least be able to get into a hotel and things. But right now, it's a lot. We have a lot going on. But you know what? One thing I have to say is our kids are resilient. They've taken the brunt of all of this. But they've been so resilient and kind. They lost the most in this. They lost someone they saw as an aunt. They lost people that were cousins to them. They lost somebody that they thought was their uncle, and no hard feelings towards him whatsoever. He let us into our house, into his home, without ever meeting us. He gave us a place to stay, and with all of her mental health issues, she decided that was no longer an option. She didn't give him the option to talk to us. He had wanted to sit down and have a conversation with all the adults, but she didn't want that. So yeah, here we are. So this is where we're at. It's difficult, but I know that we will come through it. Hopefully stronger. But it's a lot. I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up the channel. A lot has happened over the last 6 months. Brandy and I were both working down in Alabama at a hotel there, and that hotel had changed management, and so that made it a place that we were willing to stay, but there were so many stipulations. He had gotten stripped of his supervisory position that he had been given, and we were living paycheck to paycheck and couldn't make it work. So we left Alabama with the promise of a better future, and that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I wish things had been different. I wish we could have made things different, but it happened the way it was supposed to. I know that the universe has a plan for us, and this is just part of our story for now. As soon as we are able to get up and around into a living condition that is more feasible, I am continuing to write my book. I'm still writing poetry quite a bit, but I am writing a book about our life, and this journey will be in it. So far, the title of our book is, well, my book. Brandy's really not really writing any of it. I'll probably have him write the foreword for it eventually. He hasn't even read the book yet. He hasn't been in any of the process of writing it yet. So he will probably get to write the foreword when we do finish the book. I'm hoping to finish it by this year and maybe get it published for next year. But the working title is 13 Years, 6,000 Miles is what my working title is. And I'll explain the significance of that later on. Yeah, it's been nuts. Like I said, we've got our life in the back of our truck right now. Our life is in the back of our pickup. And the rest of our life is in a storage unit in Alabama. Eventually, we will find a place to land. I will keep you guys updated. I'm hoping to bring back Hump Day Update. It's been a hot minute, guys. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to bring back. And get some kind of normalcy back in our life. And we will start wandering places more. We hope to wander to the Boise Zoo before the end of May for Cassandra's birthday.
And don't forget about the capybaras.
So that Brandy Jo can also see capybaras, because that is her hyperfixation animal right now, is capybaras. And yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot to process. I'm not naming names for what went down. I'm not going to call anybody out, because that's not going to help the situation. The only thing that's going to help the situation is moving forward. I'm not going to keep going backwards and looking at what could have been, what should have been, everything like that, because it's not going to help anything. And right now, all I really, really want is a shower. We have food. We have the truck as shelter. I have a good friend that works at the parks department here in town. And he stops by every morning, and, you know, we sit and talk, and he checks on us, and, you know, I make sure that we clean up our area and everything else. Yeah, but it will get better. I'm mainly posting this just to let you guys know what's going on, and because I haven't touched base with you guys in a hot minute. So, there you go.
Dad hit me with a stick.
Oh no. But I hope that you guys watch this. Those watching, please like, share, do what you gotta do, boost our numbers, because this is another avenue for us to make money. But I'm not there yet. I've got to get some more people on here. So please like, share, join, subscribe, what the heck ever you've got to do. But know that we appreciate every single one of you that does watch. And yeah, I will get back with you guys hopefully on Wednesday next week, and I can do a hump day update. But I've got to find Wednesday. He's somewhere in the back. It won't be hump day update without our little buddy Wednesday, and he's somewhere in the back of the truck. So we will find Wednesday and do that hump day update. Until then, we will wander your way another day. Thank you. We love you all.